Good afternoon, Blues. It's Stephen here. 15 minutes before the Manchester derby kicks off. You have to excuse me for not being very confident about this game of football. I am always optimistic in general, and something in the deep in me always hopes that City could kick back into action. Let me turn the light. It's a bit dark in here. But right now, I am not overtly confident. I really wish I was. But here we go. Here we are. We've got to hope that City find a way to win today. I mean, here is the formation, not the formation, the lineup anyway, very least, as it's listed over on SofaScore. Ederson in goal. Kyle Walker, Ruben Diaz, Josko Vardial. This is how they've gone for, by the way, on SofaScore. A sort of three at the back situation with Doku and NUNES potentially out wide. I think this might be, something like this with wing backs, but it might be totally different. I will sort of try and predict it. Let me, Ederson left back. Let me build up the team. Change the colour here. I'll get all the players on the pitch and then we'll work it out together. Do let me know your predictions and all that kind of stuff, by the way, in the chat. I'm curious to know what you guys think. NUNES, Vardial, Diaz, Walker, Bernardo, Gundo, KDB, Foden, Doku, Haaland. So the shape, I mean, I'll put it as a predictable shape would be this. The predictable shape would be that. You know, something like this where NUNES sort of inverts a little bit. That's obviously maybe how we'll defend. Maybe something like that. I don't know. I mean, what you could see if you really wanted to is you could let Bernardo... Foden could be central. Bernardo could be out wide and NUNES could just sort of stay there. It could be like that, basically. It could also be very different to that. So if NUNES is playing left back, I expect he'll do something like that. Don't forget, there's always a chance that NUNES could be playing right back and Kyle Walker could be playing centre back. I don't think that's going to happen, but there's always a chance of that too. We'll see how it goes. I personally think he'll be on the left-hand side somewhere. If he's playing left winger, it could be that, he's up there, Doku's over this side, Bernardo's a little bit deeper. Maybe Bernardo's job is to sort of cover this side with Phil dropping back a little bit more, NUNES and stuff like that when we're defending. Doku on the right. I don't know. It's very hard to predict. Pep said NUNES is left back. Has he just said that? Well, that's what MH96 has said in the chat. Well, if that's the case, then it will be, if NUNES is left back, let's put him there. I'll put Doku over this side. I think Foden might be on the right, but I'm going to put Foden there. In the middle for now. If he's left back, let me find the quotes that I'm sure I must have saw some quotes somewhere. Then MH96. Yes, Guardiola's confirmed he's starting at left back. All right then. So thanks very much for the updates there. So he's at left back. He might just go into midfield, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if he could sort of inverts a little bit there and stays a little bit deeper. I'm not against that in general. NUNES sort of covering this channel. I don't think that's the worst option. Bernardo at right wing, Foden sort of... I would rather Foden in this channel here. KDB drifting over here because he's so good at striking the ball from there, isn't he? Though KDB's best asset is overlapping Bernardo Silva usually. So NUNES sort of playing left back. It could be a sort of Delph Cancelo situation where he inverts a little bit, which I'm not against in general. I mean, there's some logic to that. We've got to do what we've got to do right now because it isn't the strongest collection of players. On the bench, by the way, I'll show you the bench. We've got Ortega, we've got John Stones, Simpson Pusey, Kovacic, the returning Kovacic and Stones, of course, Jack Grealish, Savinho. Then your lads McAtee, O'Reilly, and also Divin Mbama. Who is the young lad we got from West Ham, I think he's been injured or not available or something like that. But he's a striker, actually. So he's a tall, leggy, fast, powerful striker, left-footed. So what does that tell you? He's our Haaland replacement. Cost about $1 million or something like that from West Ham. He'd actually played about 18 senior games for West Ham. So a reasonably serious player, if that makes sense. He's got Premier League experience, even though obviously he's not going to be a starter for Man City or probably even play at all. But he's got experience, is what I'm saying. So he's on the bench there as well. Of course, we're missing a whole bunch of players. Stones is with the team, but no Rodri, Oskabov, Ake, Rico, or Akanji, of course. So there is some options. This is our United lineup as well. Onana, they've got the back three of Martinez, Harry, Maguire, Matthijs de Ligt, Dalot and Mazraoui sort of as the wing back, so to speak, with Fernandes and Ugarte in the centre, Mason Mount, Amad Diallo and Rasmus Højlund. They've got some quality, United. I am hopeful. I am hopeful. I feel like United have got so much to do. By the way, United totally dropped Garnacho and Rashford, isn't it? Which is crazy. They are very senior players, United, Rashford in particular. Garnacho, he's still young, but, we all know Garnacho. He's a international. He's a quality player. Not available. He is available. He's not playing. There's United's bench as well. They've got a bit of depth these days. But yeah, he's a serious coach. I mean, to drop those two takes a bit of balls, and I admire that, to be fair to him. So yeah, I think it will be something like this. I mean, it could be that Nunes just goes further up the pitch. Bernardo plays here. Doku goes there, and it's sort of Nunes' job, sort of as a wing back maybe, to cover the. It could be like that, which is a bit weird, but that's. I wouldn't be surprised if it looks something like that. I just want City to keep the ball today. Seriously, the only way City are going to win today. This is the only way City are going to win today. Is to take our chances. I know it's such a bloody obvious thing to say. It's painfully obvious to say that. But defensively, we are going to be open because Nunes is playing left back. We've got Josko's not in great form. Kyle Walker at the moment is just Kyle Walker's Kyle Walker now. He's pretty much on his way down big time. We've not already there. So defensively, with Bernardo and Gundo in midfield, we're going to concede chances. We absolutely are. Our best bet is just that these guys turn up. If KDB turns up, if Foden turns up, if Haaland turns up, if Doku turns up, if Gundo can show some of the subtlety around the box that we're used to, that is our best chance. We have to take our chances. No missing one-on-ones. No not pulling the trigger when you're 10 yards out. Just smack the ball really hard. That's all we've got to do today. It's just, we are going to concede. We're going to concede. So as long as we do the job at the other end of the pitch, we'll be better than United because they will concede chances too. So that's what we've got to do. I don't know if we will or not. I really don't know. But please, City, please just take your chances. And then at that point, if we take a couple of chances, the confidence will seep through the team and we should be all right after that point. It's just obviously... it's not easy. I'm aware it's not easy where the team is at right now. Guardiola's been effusive of his praise for this team. And I really like that, actually, for what it's worth. I really like Guardiola coming out and defending his players because Look, if Guardiola felt the players weren't trying, he'd be saying it. So these reasons I'm relaxed, genuinely relaxed, even though I know we're suffering, is because I believe Guardiola reads his players well. I believe he trusts his players to have the right attitude. And I believe that he's seeing the right things. So I'm not going to get too stressed either. Doesn't mean it's easy, but I just genuinely believe that right now where we're at, it's hard, And I appreciate that Guardiola understands that as well. So, come on, City, man, come on, City. Skip ahead to the post. I mean, someone said Kyle Walker's fat and slow. Let's not fat shame the guy for what it's worth. And I don't think Kyle Walker's too. I don't think he's overweight, mate. I think it's more just his sharpness is gone. Kyle Walker's probably still in incredibly good condition physically if you looked at him and stuff like that. So I don't think that's the issue. It's more just his legs have gone. So which is a shame. Kyle Walker was never the sharpest mentally anyway. So that's where we're at really. Come on, City, man. Come on, City. Just please do not let us down today. Please do not let us down. Look, it's one of those things where if we turn up today and we keep the ball nicely, we should be okay. But there's no guarantee that happens. There's no guarantee that happens. That's what makes me a bit anxious. You're just being a bit of a dick now, mate. So I'm gonna just hide you on the channel. So there we go. But anyway, what's everyone's predictions? I will be live, by the way. Big up for my watch along. But I don't let back possibility. No, he's at. It's Nunes, AJ. He's been predicted. By the way, Phil has to have a big game today. Has to. Absolutely has to. There's no excuse for Phil. We really, really need Phil Foden to step up, massively, desperately. We could do with it big time because right now where City are at. Without Phil Foden playing and scoring goals the way that he does, City are just we're neutered a little bit. We don't have the quality at all. 3-1 says Leroy Sané. AJ says 4-1. Look, it could be, we could turn up today because United are a bit of a mess. It's just entirely down to we need the first goal and a little bit of confidence. We should be able to get us through it. But without that first goal, I'm not going to be that confident, unfortunately. You're afraid of a 1-6. I don't think it'll be a 1-6, mate, the other way around. I'd be amazed if that was the case. I don't think... Look, if United beat us today, I'm... Oh, God. Yeah. It would be terrifying. I don't even dare to think about that. I don't even dare to think about it. But it's possible, you know. You've got to take our chances, basically. You've got to take our chances. Guys, I'm going live over on bigup.com right now to do my watch along. So please come and join me over there. Bigup.com/Esteem Company. The link is in the description below. And I'll see you there for my watch along. Fingers crossed, City is going to be a good game today. Yeah, for now, though, I'm just I'm hoping for the best. I'm not optimistic. I think I'll have to disappear from the internet if we lose today because I'm terrified for it. But I'll see you all live in a bit over on Big Up. I'm going to start the stream over there now. Catch you in a bit. Thanks for watching. Up the Blues. In a bit. Bye-bye.